welcome to this week's vlog. I'm possibly in one of the most beautiful places in Scotland in what I consider to be some of the most stunning conditions that you can probably get it in, apart from sunrise and sunset and golden hour. But look at this. Whee! I mean, that water is like glass. This is a Loch Achtriochtan. Loch Achtriochtan. There's the famous little white house, which is there, which I shot that before. So the reason I'm down this low is because the water is perfectly still. There's not a breath of wind anywhere here. There's even some blue skies trying to crack through. We've got tons and tons of low-hanging mist, like up there, low-hanging clouds. It's, to me, perfect conditions for Glencoe. It's not even that cold, to be honest. I've come down in search of snow and I haven't really found any. I mean, there's some kind of scattered in the tops of the mountains, but oh, it's not about that today. It's just about coming and enjoying this. This is just beautiful. Now I'm going to just flip the camera around in a wee minute and show you exactly what I'm shooting. I love coming back to locations that I know really well because I know the bits I can get down to, where it's safe to climb down to, and this little white house is really famous at Loch Achtriochtan, but I've never seen a photograph like this in this angle. It's really unusual, but I think it's helped because the water's so still, and even though it's flowing water where I am just now, which is flowing into the river, it still looks pretty still and the reflections aren't hindered too much by it. It's a lovely reflection shot. I was going to put a polarizer on because just above the tree line there's a wee bit of a sort of green haze, but I think it takes too much away from the reflection, so I've turned it back off again. This is what I'm shooting. I'll just show you in a few seconds. And from what I'm shooting with a long lens today, so I'm kind of shooting that there with the trees sort of reflecting in the water and the house reflecting in the water, and I've kind of moved it over that way so you're not getting all those reeds in as well, so it's quite a clean shot. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It looks pretty good. So for that, I'm shooting at, let's come back out again. F3.5-5 ISO 500 because it's a little bit dark, and a 30th of a second shutter speed, and automatic white balance for that as well, which I might change that. I'm not really sure because it seems a little bit yellow just now, but I think that's just because it's surrounded by yellowness. But I don't know if you can see that above the mountains, just there. That's too bright. There's a lot of sunshine coming through the back from Glen Etive side, which I'm going to go drive to later and shoot another composition which I shot this year in the pouring rain, and I'm going to see what it looks like today because I think it could be quite promising today because it has that element of moodiness again about it, but it's a different kind of moodiness. It's not dreary, it's very bright actually, for being a little bit dark, which is highly ironic. I'm going to go and get a pot noodle and then continue round to Glen Etive. Well, this is a bit bleak. Not the conditions, not the scenery. This is a bit that I came to before in Glen Etive, and I'll just show you what it looks like here. This bit here. I mean, it's stunning in all intents and purposes, but yeah, the wee bit that I clambered down before is now starting to look a bit like the bit up at Etive Moor. It is black, mud everywhere. Someone's put a grate down here to try and lift people's feet away from the bog, which is essentially what it is. It's completely trodden away. It's a shame. It's really bad. I'm away from it. I'm up the back here, away next to the bridge, but just to have a look. But it's pretty, yeah. It's pretty bad. I mean, the conditions aren't great. There was a little bit of light in the sky there for 2 seconds, but it's disappeared again. So I've literally just grabbed a very quick shot. I did a slightly long exposure. I was shooting at half a second. ISO 100 and F16, I think. Yeah, it's looking very, very dreary up here today. I'm hoping we get a little burst of light because it was supposed to be sporadic sort of partly cloudy today, and there is a bit of colour hitting the back of those mountains up the back there, which is where the sun would be setting. So, don't know, just need to play it by ear and see how it goes. So it's getting dark and a little bit windy, and I've got down to Rannoch Moor just in time for sunset, but there's no clouds, or there's nothing happening as you can see, apart from speeding cars. The reason I'm walking down the road is because when I was driving down here earlier, I saw a beautiful crystal clear reflection, and this vlog today, whoops, is all about reflections, since I can't get any snow. This is a nice one to finish it off actually, because there's a wee lock-in up here. Oh, hang on. Oh God, there's more coming. I'm going to walk down to the lock-in and see if I can catch this reflection. So that was a wee bit precarious, more than sort of slightly more dangerous than I would have liked. I've had to abandon everything just over here, and I've walked out on the sort of bogland. But to get the shot that I wanted, I had to basically walk on the side of the road, and we all know how dangerous that is up here. It's speeding cars galore. So I managed to get the shot that I wanted. I got the black mount and the surrounding mountains reflected in the wee lock-in that I found, and it looks stunning. The only problem is the light is fading very, very fast, obviously. So I'm going to just keep going and just try and talk as much as I can. It's so busy, it's starting to get, I think it's hitting rush hour now. Yeah, it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So the shot I got was absolutely beautiful. I'm really, really happy with it. I had it on the tripod, a bit of a panorama, shooting horizontally actually, so I only used 4 images to make this photograph, and I'll show you at the end of the video as well. But I'm very, very happy with it. I've been trying to get a very clear crystal image of the Black Mountain for a long time. Not a lot of light hitting it, which isn't great, but earlier it was a little bit brighter, so you could definitely see it more, and the reflection as well. So I'm really happy with it. So I'll post all the photographs at the end of the video as usual. I hope you liked my wee jaunt up to Glencoe looking for snow again, which I sort of did find a little bit. I mean, it's sort of behind me. And all around me, but just not on the ground. So, but yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and until next week, I'll see you soon. Bye!